We have to cook.
What? Today?
Now, we're going to need all new glassware, heating mantles, about 100 pounds of ice.
Yo, you want to go shopping? Go do it yourself, all right? I got plans.
Smoking marijuana, eating Cheetos, and masturbating do not constitute plans in my book.
Screw you and your book, man, all right? I'm going to a museum in Santa Fe, not like you need to know.
What are you even talking about?
Look, man, why am I even explaining myself to you, all right? It's none of your damn business what I'm doing. All you need to know is I ain't cooking or shopping or whatever the hell.
You and I need to cook. We have no choice.
Yeah? And why exactly is that?
Our methylamine is going bad. It's losing its chemical potency now.
You see you guys as pretty unique in that sense. Is Ascend a little bit unique compared to other players in the field, like with your background, would you say?
Yeah, the fact that the two, like, well, there's three of us, but the two owners, two of them, like, we're both research and development scientists. That's pretty unheard of in this industry as well. Most of the companies that are out there are a bit, more your marketing type of companies. None of them manufacture. They have, it's almost cookie cutter formulas that just mimic the same product but with a different label. And I guess this is where the DNA of our company is that we manufacture everything. So like even when we started the company, we went straight into manufacturing. And, we had to start from humble beginnings where we had this little 50-liter blender, which is, going back 3.5 years ago. This little 50-liter blender that probably could hold about 30 kilos of powder.
Wow.
And we used to just be in that facility 12, 14 hours a day, just blend up the weighing, sieving. Like, it's actually hilarious.
Doing some research for the show, I asked Google, like, is there any supplement powder manufacturing in Queensland, in Australia? And its answer was no. All of that stuff, especially creatine, is either manufactured in China or Germany.
Yes,
So
be all materials.
are you guys actually making the creatine from scratch or
No, we will be virtually we will have raw material suppliers.
Okay, so you're still importing the creatine. What is that being imported from China or Germany, or where are your main creatine suppliers, the raw creatine?
We went through about 6 different raw material suppliers until we found the creatine that we're using now. It's probably 99% creatine. There's always.
So what are you testing? What are you testing for, JR, to be able to find good creatine versus bad creatine?
Purity. So you'd be testing purity. So making sure the first test is that you're going to have a control sample. They'll run them on the HPLCs or GCMS, which is like gas chromatographer spectrophotometer, those big machines that they have in the labs, and they'll run that. They'll obviously check like the control sample and then your sample, and they can actually work out the purity of the end product from there. So
what are some of the impurities that come in from the dodgy raw material suppliers? What are they laced it with?
Just be more your heavy metals and things like that.
Really?
So
it just somehow gets into the industrial process.
So is that on purpose? Is that on purpose that those impurities are added to just like be fillers, or is it
just be the manufacturing process? So if we just go to creatine, for instance, so creatine will always come from an industrial process. It's never coming from a biological. If we talk about collagen, we talk about whey proteins, is coming from a biological, and then we synthesize that down, it goes through filtrations, and then that's when it becomes a commercial product. Creatine comes from an industrial process, so it has to come, it's not coming from biologicals.
Just what I was going to say, I know Anthony thought this as well. He thought that creatine was sort of dehydrated steak or something like that and converted into the powders. But it's not really like none of it. Although creatine is an organic molecule, and our body makes creatine, for our muscle. The the commercial side of it is very much more like Breaking Bad. You know, it's an industrial chemistry project, and so there's raw materials that go into the process. And like the show Breaking Bad, he was looking for purity, right? I remember some of the scenes. This is 90%, and it would be like this blue crystal, and everyone's like, "Whoa, this is good stuff." Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And so the impurities just come in from factories that don't have a good industrial chemistry manufacturing process, and then you just get the impurities in, and then they just sell it off, and we're just having shit creatine.
So what happens if you have like shit creatine? What does it just not work? Is that the impact, or is there other things that people should be considerable?
It's just going to have the heavy metals in it, and because it will have high creatinine levels, which obviously that's the waste product of our kidneys, and you don't want it to be having more creatinine, putting your kidneys under more stress than what they need to be.